Hello there and welcome to the Standpoint. The countdown is on. On the 21st, yes, 21st of November, this month of November, we are gathering at the Ghana Muslim Mission, Kolegono. We are having the Muslim Women's Conference and it's going to be exciting. It's open to all. You can be there. You come and listen to people of knowledge. Listen, when we talk about empowerment holistically from the point of view of the standpoint, we mean every woman, irrespective of culture, tradition, religion, ethnicity, color, what have you. Every woman is involved. And so today, I bring you 3 young Muslim women doing amazing stuff in trying to rebrand and reposition the Muslim woman, especially that Muslim woman who lives in the Zangos. Yes, you heard me right, Zangos. And these women will blow your mind. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this ride. Today's program is going to be an eye-opener. And keep in mind, 21st of November, Ghana Muslim Mission, Accra, Kolegono. That's where we'll meet for the program. Well, let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. My dress is by Bri Redua. Thank you so much to her. Makeup at _global. She's also the global on Facebook. Follow her, call her anytime. She'll sort you out. Thank you so much to Note Cosmetics for my makeup product as well. We take a break. When we come back, we meet 3 amazing young Muslim women. They are all Hajia, and you can call me Al-Hajja or Hineyre Gifty Auntie. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. Yes, don't forget, on the 21st of November, Muslim Women's Conference, the 8th edition at the Ghana Muslim Mission at Kolegono. You are invited. You don't need to be a Muslim. Come and learn. Knowledge is power, and it does not reside in a particular tribe of women or color or whatever it is. Everyone has a story. And today I have 3 amazing younger women here to share their experiences. They have made up their mind and determined to make sure they reposition the perception that the Muslim woman has of herself and also how others see her, especially the Muslim woman in the Zangos. You see, I've polished up. I don't say Zungo, I say Zango. Mabaso. And we are going to talk about that. Let me say thank you to our sponsors. That is GTP Timeless. GTP is on the Oga campaign to make sure that you and I wear original, genuine, and authentic GTP fabric. So you can buy it from any of the accredited dealers nationwide or any wooden shop. You can also go online and buy www.buygtp.com. Thank you to SRM Balloons and Accessories, Everything Balloons and Accessories. They have branches at near the Flower Pot on the Spinkters Road. You can go to Weja, Mokola, East Legon, Achimota. They are everywhere. The telephone number is on the screen. You can call them. Remember, balloons are for all occasions. And to my amazing young women on the set, let me introduce them. Seated right opposite me is Kubura Diamonds Hajia, founder, Zango Women Livelihood and Empowerment Program. And she is also a marketing executive and media relations manager at Electroland. Welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you very much.
Next to her is Hajia Zaliatu Kasim. Samu. She's a creative director of Zaki. This is her second appearance on The Standpoint, right? Good to have you on The Standpoint. And next to her, I have Hajia Zara Hassa, CEO of J'adore Cosmetics. Is that the correct one? Yes. J'adore. It's a French J'adore, yes. Right? Okay, ma passe. Welcome, 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 ladies. Good to have you on The Standpoint. Now, quickly, how has the year 2021 been like for you?
Alhamdulillah, it's been good. Just a little bit of challenges, but we're paving through. We're not stopping.
Inshallah. Yes. I just earlier too.
Yep, it's been something. Because started my business in 2019 and then 2020 Corona. So 2021 is like starting over, continue. We're going through it. Alhamdulillah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hajia Kubura.
It's been purposeful.
Okay.
Yes, I just recently finished the second edition of the Zango Women Livelihood and Empowerment Program. So it's been amazing so far.
Now tell me about the Zango Women.
Okay, so thank you very much for having us. Zango Women Livelihood and Empowerment Program is a project I decided to come up with to bridge a gap. Like I wanted to do something for the women that follow me. I run a blog, I'm a writer.
Okay.
I write about the realities of Zango women, the realities of our situation without mincing words at all. And over the years, it has grown. A lot of women reach out to me. Women who are even older than I am, women who are experienced than I am, women who have been married for so many years than my experience in marriage. They reach out to me with different stories. And during COVID, it became even worse. If I tell you that I wake up to not less than 5 messages or sometimes 10 in a day, and all pointing at abuse, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, because why? Because they do not have financial capabilities. Because these women, even educated, uneducated, experienced, unexperienced, didn't know that for whatever it takes, they needed to at least acquire something before they enter into a marriage. These are women with stories, different stories. Some will tell you that when he was marrying me, he told me not to work. He told me to quit my dreams because he doesn't want his wife to work. And in Islam, a Muslim woman ideally is supposed to just sit at home and queen. She's a queen. She's supposed to be worshipped and cherished. Her husband is even supposed to go to the market and do grocery for her, shopping for her. But in reality, the kind of economy we find ourselves in, it will not work. I came to marriage when I was working. I had my degree before I came to marriage. But over the years, because I write the stories and they touch on the realities, they started speaking to me. I come on the page, Kubra Diamond's blog, I raise funds, I give to them. But until when? And when you and the SDG goals were launched, I believe that they were part of the goals that I, as a global citizen, I, with the kind of opportunity and platform and following that I have from the Zongo community, I can also do something to bridge those gaps.
Right.
Go 1 up to go 8 and then go 17 to go collaborate with other women, to do it for the other women. I didn't want it to stay at, oh, I'm inspired, I'm motivated by the story, that is my story. But then when you counsel the person, what are you giving to the person? So I wanted the physical evidence.
Okay.
And that is why Zango Women Livelihood and Empowerment Program was birthed.
Okay. Let me come to Hajia Zalia too. Zaki is about fashion. And you are using fashion as a tool to empower the Muslim woman. I thought, someone would say, as for Muslim women, they have a certain way of, you want to be a rebel and change the whole thing. I'm just kidding, but, tell me about what you're using Zaki for.
Yeah, so, and what you said, that's something that I've been confronted with. Fashion is not Islamic. I was like, well, tomorrow morning, get up and walk naked. Because so far as you're wearing an outfit,
fit.
it's fashion.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's a way that the way the Muslim woman is supposed to be dressed has been described. And we all know how we are supposed to be dressed.
Yes.
Modestly, covered, everywhere is covered, not fitted loose. Now, we found ourselves in a generation where women are well educated now. They are working. So now, if let's say a Muslim woman dies in the corporate world, there's a defined outfit in the corporate world.
Exactly.
Even though your religion also tells you this is how you're supposed to dress, that's where I come in, bridging that gap, where you can dress modestly and still, suffice for that corporate world, so that there'll be no conflict. So that's what most of the time, even our community do not understand. And they feel like you're trying to modernize things or get away from their religion. Now, if I step out there, nobody will tell me I'm not a Muslim.
No way.
Because I'm dressed as that, but then I'm not looking like the woman in the Middle East. That is like completely with the face, everything covered. Now, you cannot take that to the corporate. Even though you have your religious rights, they also have their rules. And that's a private entity. So if you want to if you want your, let's say, your expertise to be utilized there, even though they need you, they also need you to have a certain look. So bridging that gap and not, trampling on anybody's rules or rights, that's where the modest wear fashion comes in. And when I came, I realized that there isn't an official modest fashion house in Ghana. So I was like, this is
Okay, hold on
something
there. You weren't living in Ghana. So when you came in, then it became worse. Because not only are you trying to, modernize the look of the Muslim woman, you are bringing American things to Ghana.
Yes.
We are not like that. I can imagine.
Yeah.
The wahala you faced.
So it gets thrown at me. And I mean, those that really know me, I give as much as you.
I know that.
So,
it's my little sister, not your friend.
yeah, so, and now we find more and more young ladies because it's lucrative. See, the modest wear industry worldwide is worth over $250 billion a year. And that's patronage from the Muslim world, the Muslim women. Like, we shop.
Yeah.
We love to look good.
Right.
So despite us being covered and everything, the things that are mostly on us are expensive.
Exactly.
They are quality, from the fabrics to the jewelries to the everything.
That reminds me, I'm looking at somebody's earring, which will not go. Some people are covering theirs, but I'm still looking. Look at that one too.
So so how about that woman that is, married, and the man or the husband is saying, I don't want you to work, right? She can go into fashion, open the business on her own, and then make these outfits from the comfort of her own home or her shop. She's not working under anybody, so she's not having that interaction with the men that they are so insecure about.
Right.
So it's like there are so many, ways to, make that woman stand out. That's another thing. Because you're going to school or you're going to work or you are even at home. You want to look good. You are not going to always be in the robe all the time. Even if it's the robe, there are stylish ones.
Yeah.
And it saddens me when I go into in our Zango communities and you will see there's this big veil that we use to pray.
Right.
Now, that's one thing that I only enjoy when I'm going to pray. But some women have made it a point that they'll step out with just a wrapper and no bra, nothing, step out in the streets and all in the name of she's wearing that hijab. Now, it's hijab, but your body is cut in there, your breast is dangling in there.
Right.
That's just not a good look.
Right.
Even though you are wearing the big hijab, you are not well dressed.
Right.
So
Right.
those are things that gradually, with this, enlightenment, they will understand that
Yeah.
I need to look good before I step out of my gate, even if I'm to buy a loaf of bread.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
Hajia Zaliata, I see your role as very crucial because you are solving a very major problem. For a very long time, Muslim women were not finding themselves in corporate world, the corporate world, because of the same dressing outlook. Because you go to a bank and okay, they were scared.
Yeah.
And suit, and then you say, I don't, when my religion does not here. And as a banker, we need to see your face. We need to communicate with you. The security issue, they'll say that you cover it. So what if you put money in there? So there are lots of things that, a lot of women who were not living up to their full potential because of the same thing. So for me, you have come in as you use the word a bridge.
Yeah.
And it will make more women, Muslim women, feel comfortable because yes, I will look pleasant, I will look beautiful, but I'm still, the Muslim woman that I am. And even your look actually affects your confidence.
Yep. It does.
Wow, I get you. I get you. Let me take a break. My daughter will kill me if I don't take a break. And then when we come back, we'll come to Jado.
This name.
Well, you're watching The Standpoint, and we are talking about repositioning the Muslim woman, so Zango men, from all that we've talked about so far. It's about womanhood. I mean, my intro said that The Standpoint, we are about holistic empowerment of women, and everything we talk, irrespective of who is on, every woman can learn something and come. I have even picked up something, from, what we've just discussed. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go back. I say it again, Jado. Let's say thank you to our supporters. That's our Wake Purified Mineral Water and Puma Drinks by Casapreco Company Limited. We say thank you to Cheesy Pizza. And then Kodam's Gift and Stationery, House of Food, Auntie Vera and the team, thank you. Thank you to Mrs. Oforipoko and her family. Thank you to Juice Time, Painter Food, they produce yogurt. As a woman, yogurt is very good for you. And if you need yogurt, it has to be a yogurt. Thank you to Yep Cleaning Services to take care of our environment. Cake Technique and all our supporters, we are so grateful to them. And of course, Stunning Floral and Decor, they take care of our studio. They give us the natural plants and artificial plants as well. Christmas is coming, New Year is follow. Christmas is Papa buy new shoe for me. We take a break. When we come, I'll continue with this. Welcome back to The Standpoint. Thank you to GTP for my cloth. This is New Style. Brie Radio made my dress. Thank you so much to her. Makeup by at @the_global. Thank you so much. Note Cosmetics always gives me the makeup products. And all our supporters, we say thank you, thank you, thank you. Now back to my studio and I go to Jado. Anyway, but her name is Hajia. Yeah, I know she loves to be called, Jado, but she is Hajia Zara Hassan. Yes, Zara Hassan. Jado. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah.
What's Jado about? I know Jado to be a perfume.
Well,
What does it mean?
my dad is French.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so I'm French.
Oh, okay.
So J'adore is, there's this J'adore brand of perfume.
Yes.
So that's my favorite perfume.
Oh.
So I'd wanted something for my name that would stand out. That would be like, who is she? So I'm like, J'adore. And I'm called Mother because I was named after my grandmother, my two grandmothers.
Okay.
But my real name is Fatima bint Zara.
Okay.
Yeah, so like Modara. So I have a friend called Annie. She also wanted to modernize the mother, so she was calling me Mother. So like Modara Jado, and he picked. So I maintained the Jado, and then I don't know. I just love to be called Jado. It's like my energy drink. When I'm called Jado, it hypes me.
Yeah, but you have a unique story, and you seemed very determined to let the Muslim woman especially know that there is life after marriage.
Yeah.
Can you share your story with us?
Yes, I can. I'll try. So after divorce, it wasn't easy.
How long were you married for?
I was married for 16 years.
16 years. But you look like 16 years yourself.
I got married when I was 19 years.
Okay.
Yes. So I stayed in the marriage for 16 years and I left. After I left the marriage, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I was sacked from home. My mother she wanted me to go back to the marriage. And I was like, not that I don't want the marriage. I just want the man to come so that we just talk about our issue, then we solve it. But you know, Muslims, you are not supposed to explain yourself as a married woman. Whatever it is, you still have to go back there. They believe marriage is like you are worshiping the Almighty Allah. So, you still have to be there. But that's not what Islam said about it.
I was going to say that's not what the Quran says.
No. Islam has favored us most women more in the Quran, more than even the men. Yeah. That's why we are called Rabatul Bait. Rabatul Bait means the woman, like the princess of the house, the queen of the house. Yeah. So we're supposed to be treated like queens and princesses in the house. So after I left the marriage, it wasn't easy for me. I went through a whole lot of challenges, a whole lot of things were said about me, or maybe maybe she thinks she's pretty when she leaves the marriage. When she leaves the marriage, she will get another man. It wasn't easy. So after I left and then up and down, finding myself back on my feet, I have a lot of women talking to me, confiding in me, telling me, Jado, can you do this to me? Though I was also still crawling because things was not that easy, not easy. But sometimes when they see you and they see your personality, they think you're okay. But that's not it. It's the courage and the mindset, the will of me wanting to achieve something. Because this is something that I've always dreamed of wanting to do. Even since we were in Côte d'Ivoire, I came to Ghana, I can't speak nothing, it's only French. I can't even say, so my auntie, she told me that when I go outside and someone tell me, I should say Mintitri. So even when I go out and you call me, I'll tell you Mintitri. So they were just calling me Mintitri. Yeah, I'll call her, of course, no, I'm Mintitri. No. So I decided to start, maybe I don't have money to give to these women. So what will I do? What I can do is to teach them what I know. Because even Islamically said, when you have, give. When you learn, teach. So I decided to start training these women through some of the skills that I know. I'm a soap maker. I have soap for broken heart. I have soap for... I have different...
Okay, now, but you have soap for what? You have soap for what?
Broken heart. So I'm creative, okay. I have sometimes the ideas would just come that I could create this soap. And when I do my research and read about it, and I know I can do it. So I just try and then create soap. I train in Dubai, in Morocco, stuff. So I decided to start training these young girls on how to make these soaps.
And this you did before you got married, or
even during the marriage, I was still doing this.
Okay.
Yes, it was. Okay. He didn't want to, but his sister, he has a sister in London who was always supporting me. Anytime he wants to reject on something, I'll just call her that, look, he says no, she will just call me that, no, she has to do it too. So somehow the sister was always there for me. So I was doing it even when I was in his house. But after I left the house, I had to improve myself because I was in school. I was at Alliance Française, but he said after the marriage, I'll go to school, but I was denied. So I could not further my education. But I really wanted to do something. I really wanted to learn because I wanted to, I know that there's this thing in me that there was this fire that was always telling me that there's something that you wanted to do. But alhamdulillah, it's been almost like 2.5 years that I left the marriage, though I'm not there. But if I should look back at where I'm coming from and where I'm heading to, I would say alhamdulillah.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing because, you know, I just earlier too, I mean, when we were saying, the confusion out there, so many young people are being misled.
Yeah.
They see what is portrayed on social media, on TV and all that, and they think it's an easy ride. And so they want to jump on it. Yeah. And then along the line, they just lose their very soul.
I wrote about it yesterday.
Yeah. Sad.
And it's true. Yesterday, I was speaking to some young women in my office. They are the cleaners, excuse me to say, not to look down on anybody,
Right.
and some other ones who are not in the managerial position. And I
Right.
was telling them that, you see, when I was growing up, there were times that you go to school in the hostel, you meet friends, and maybe through somebody they got stuff. But I'm telling them today, even today at the empowerment conference we went to, I told the young girls that, is it an iPhone that you want? And so you allow somebody. Women have been exploited. I won't say exploited. I have some friends that will tell you that when I was young, home was no good. They are blunt.
Yeah.
But I had this man that took me as his daughter. He didn't exploit me. I had a vision. When he met me, he told me, what do you want to do? I told him I wanted to become like this. He has paid my fees up till today. And I'm still there, I'm fine, and say it. But we have other young girls, or no dear, as they are going into it, is for exploitation, just for iPhone. How much is iPhone? I told them today, when you start working, when you have a vision, when you have a goal, when you are focused,
Right.
you will work hard intentionally and build whatever you are looking for.
Yeah. You know, let me cut to Hazia Zaliatu, but the thing is, there's some women, too, young women, who would not take this offer. They would think it's beneath them. Why should I learn? No, I want to this, or I've been to school, I've done that, like, Jadot said she had to go down, go to the barest minimum to start again. Quite recently when my phone messed up, I use iPhone 8 Plus with swag. I've written 3 books with that phone. Now there's iPhone 30, me I no get some. When my phone messed up, I was using Yam and I posted it on, with that. People laughed. But I always post those experiences because I want people to know that life happens. It doesn't take anything away from you. But we have some people, I don't know whether it's the position of mind or the way they will not take advantage. They want the easy way out.
When you come to our community, we call it Korean Aziki. Like a Zango woman, someone will just go and borrow gold and wear because she's attending that wedding. Yes, she borrows it, she's standing there. After the wedding, the owner of the gold is there to take it. She will buy this yai and wear it every other weekend. Every yai, she will definitely buy it. Meanwhile, on Monday, her child is crying to her that, I want money to buy the exercise book. And she will scream at the child, misplaced priority. But some of us have seen the issue, this problem. That is why we are propagating the message. That is why even when they come at us, we are not relenting.
Right.
Our time, we didn't have this set of women
Yeah.
to speak for you, to pick inspiration for. So a lot of young women wasted their time. But we are changing the narrative.
I just like to.
Yeah. So most of them, I think, is just peer pressure. And social media, which is all lies, and them trying to live up to a certain standard that they can't afford. So they think it's beneath them to learn a trade or a skill. And I find that like disheartening because they don't know any better. That's what I think. Because until you've reached bottom of the bottom, you wouldn't understand the necessity of a skill.
Yeah.
So maybe they still have that one person or that person that they always fall back on. They can go cry those crocodile tears and they can give them whatever at the expense of what? With exchange of what? But they keep forgetting that you are not going to be that young and beautiful forever. You are going to grow. And then that's when you'll be another topic for let's crowdfund to take her to the hospital, or let's crowdfund to save whatever it is that they did not. I have a girl.
I know it's so frustrating, isn't it?
It is. There's I don't like putting people on blast, but she's almost like my child, so I can put her on blast.
Right.
My sister took her in when she was a baby. because I think her mom passed away, she was with the grandmother, and the grandmother gave her to my sister, so she spends time with my sister. Then the grandmother basically be like, as our pronoun, then the grandmother passes away. So now she's my sister's responsibility. Fast forward, she grows up. Go school, okay, learn a trade. That one to acquire me myself. So now she's brought to me to continue. Then I was like, yo, I'm not here to play. It's either you are learning it or leave my space.
Right.
Because I don't have time to baby whatever it is that you are going through. I'm here if you want to talk. Because that boy that you are so fixated on, whatever it is he's looking for around you, when he gets it, he's gone.
Right.
Whatever diseases or pregnancy or whatever,
leave it with you.
It's with you. So if you want to talk, let's talk. You want to learn, I will teach you. Because when I traveled and she was with my, the one who takes care of business when I'm gone, she was telling her, she wants to learn how to do makeup and not. I understand choices, but here's a situation whereby you come from nothing. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. I don't call myself rich because I know where I'm coming from. I know how I grew up. So I do not.
And you work hard to be here.
To be here, exactly. They, for some reason, they think you just shut up and you're in there. I'm like, hey, stop looking at that car. I didn't buy it. Until I buy my own Changa.
Thank you. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. They don't understand. It's because we are there to baby them. So I make it very clear. It's either you are doing it or you are not. If you are willing to do it, I'm all for you 110%.
Right.
But I will not sit here and baby you. If you want to learn, I will teach you. If you don't want to learn, don't waste my time.
Because it's the one that they will tell you the religion is a hindrance. Religion has never been a hindrance.
It has never been.
It doesn't stampede on our rights.
No. For even me as a non-Muslim, working with Muslims for the past how many years, I know that it is not a hindrance at all.
People are just being
and I've had, even Muslim men on it. One of my favorite people, he said he's not Sheikh, he's brother Bagaya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite people. He educates me and I learn a lot from him when it comes to, Muslim women and then Haja Rashida Malik as well. I learn a lot from them. And it's just when I go to places, even, schools and all that, and I see a Muslim woman there, and I start talking about, what the Quran talks about, the fact that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon his name, would, stand, it is said that he would stand when his own daughter entered the room, as a sign of respect, and the story about when they were going to one time, one of his wives actually gave him counsel, and he took the counsel, and, and they would be sitting there looking at me, and I said, knowledge.
Yes.
We learn from each other.
And it's free.
And the thing is, they don't know. You see, they don't know their rights as Muslim women.
It's not that they don't know.
When you don't
Most of the people that we look up to as religious leaders are not telling us the truth.
But you see, that's why she's talking about. They don't know because you need to learn for yourself. You let me take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the way forward, what you want to go, how far you want to go with this, and what you want to achieve at the end of it all. While you're watching The Standpoint, and today we are looking at repositioning the Zango woman and changing the perception people have about the Muslim woman and making sure the Muslim woman herself knows her power, her strength, and her capabilities, and how far she can go with what she has. Let me say thank you to our sponsor, GTP. GTP says they are timeless and they are on the Oga campaign to make sure that you and I buy the original, genuine, and authentic GTP fabrics. Go to any of the dealers, accredited dealers across the country. Make sure they are accredited dealers across the country. You can also buy from any wooden shop or go online, buy from www.buygtp.com. You can also, call their telephone numbers and find if you want to buy in bulk. And let me tell you, no GTP marketing person or in charge of distribution will tell you that pay money through Momo and they will deliver. It's a scam. Somebody was nearly scammed of 10,000 Ghana cedis until she, spoke to me and I told her it's a scam. They will always tell you to come to their factory or their depot or distribution center. You buy it, you pay there, even Momo, you paid right there. You take your things and you go away. Things are tough. Life is tough. Don't let anybody scam you. Let me say thank you to Esteron Balloons and Accessories. Everything balloons and accessories. That is Esteron Balloons, and they will sort you out. They have branches all over. We take a break. When we come back, we'll look at how far they want to go with this. How many women, what are some of the down moments, the time they feel like they're giving up, but they still can't give up. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint, and thank you to all our supporters. Cake Technique, House of Food, Kodam's Gift and Stationery, everything Gift and Stationery. They are at Cow Lane. Thank you to Yep Cleaning Services, Penta Foods for Go-Got Yogurt, Awake Purified Mineral Water and Puma Drinks by Casapreco Company Limited and Juice Time, and of course stunning floral and decor for our plants, both natural and artificial plants. Now, Hajja Zaliatu, I'm still staying with you. First, did I ask you the meaning of Zaki? No, you didn't. Okay, what's the meaning of Zaki?
So it's a coincidence that worked. My first two letters of my name is Zaliatu, Z-A.
Okay.
And Kasim is my dad's name, but Zaka, no, so the I and became Zaki. Actually, my friend came up with it. What about Zaki? And it's just lion or lioness in Hausa, so it works.
Oh, okay.
So, and I do not believe in the astrologies or anything, but I'm a Leo, so it just
does everything falls
it just
here.
feels. I was like,
Yeah, God works in mysterious ways. So, how far would you want to use this power that you have, you know, to empower the woman in the Zango?
Yeah. So right now I'm working on getting a bigger space because I keep getting the calls on training them, but my space right now is limited. So if I'm to bring in people to learn and all, it's just not going to work. So I'm working on getting a bigger space, and then I'll have a portion where I'll have training for those that cannot afford it. Like you have to prove you are really like needy. Yeah, for me to, you know, because it costs money.
Yeah, of course.
To even train, even though I have it, but we need the materials and all that. So I plan on, once I get that, to at least train maybe 30 people within a year and see how far like it will go. So they will also, you know, carry it forward, because I always say this whenever I go to her programs and speak to them: don't think this as free. Yes, you've been given the opportunity, but put it in the back of your mind that you are going to carry it forward, and also make a promise that you are going to empower maybe 100 women, and they will also, so that way our community would develop. Because it's really sad, even though we are making strides, but still we are far behind. And there are challenges. Like she mentioned Yayi. What Yayi is, when we are having our weddings, you trying to ma.
Yeah.
Now there are some that will have for Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow.
Even starts from the Buddha. And these are things that I am against. I'm a designer, but I'm against it because it's just wasteful. And this
has nothing to do with Islam.
No.
Okay.
Even the way our marriages were supposed to, like, it's been ordained to be made, you shouldn't even spend money. But we've made this extra, like, if you can afford it, who doesn't love a good time?
Yeah.
But don't force yourself. So, like, I'm trying to come up with ways that we can have the yayi without this, you know, space. So I came up with this turban that we can use African cloth with lycra and create it. It shouldn't cost you more than 30 cedis to get that, you know, thing, and you can wear whatever, just have that as the yayi. So me saying I'm against yayi, I have to bring a solution, and that's my way of being like, yes, if you still want to have it, we can do them with northern smoke, we can do it kente, we can do it African braids. It's so that you want to have uniform, there you have it, so that you will save money in all this, because by the time they are done, the money that they spend, and they don't even have it, many of them go borrow, and it's just a whole lot. They have places where you go, you know, this super, like I mentioned, we like expensive stuff. The fabrics, the Blisco, the, you know, the super gold, the so they have places, someone that has made the Euro and Buba design, which is, we call it Shiganyarbawa here. They've made them, you go rent them and wear, just so people will say you've also worn it when you can't afford it. And meanwhile, the gold and everything that they've rented, someone is like, there's a bookie or whatever standing behind. The moment is over, they're, time to take it off. Like, what kind of life is this? You know? So that's my like personal like fight to try and bring this. I actually had one lady send me a voice note in my inbox on Facebook, insulting me, using words, unprintable words. I didn't even know there was a message, like, because she's not in my friends. So when she said, I think once in a while, go check my archives. And I think 2 or 3 months later, I just laughed. I'm like, what she is?
For what? Because
I spoke against the yayi, and it's so extravagant. How can you
one of those who is into the business of renting?
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't
How
even
much
know
was the
her
yayi?
personally.
business.
How much was the yayi?
1,000 cities. It was all over social media. So I just chipped in. The insults I got, I'm like, if she's waiting for me to insult her back, she'll wait forever, because I don't know how to. I don't. I know I can design in the gutters, but not this kind of gutters. I pick and choose which gutter I get in. You know, so that's just my way, like little things that I can make to, you know, the waste in they will say they don't have money, but you'll be surprised the way they will come up with money for these extravagant weddings and this yayi issue. And when we are crying, that many of them live in a single room with like they've just partitioned it, you know, kids on the floor, parents on the bed, and yet she will come out in like a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 cedis jewelry. Why? And you come crying to me, you need help. And I don't own 5,000 CDs.
If you don't help, you're a very bad person.
Exactly. Because
you just talk, you're not putting your, you know. Jado, where are you going with us?
So there's this village after Pram Chopoli. You get to Chopoli Some. So I went to that village to train the women in the village. And the chief of the town became my friend. So he offered my foundation about 50 acres of land.
Whoa.
Personally, I got 2 acres trying to build a factory there. Because I will have to develop a makaranta, that's a madrasa, an Islamic school. It's already starting. It's called Fatima Zara. It will kick off by next week, inshallah. So with the soap factory going on in the community, we could be having money to do our projects with the madrasat and other projects. I've got some other NGOs from Britain who are coming to build schools, Islamic schools, not only for Muslims, like for Muslims, Christians, and everything. So inshallah, Modara Jado is going international. Modara Jado is going worldwide. And inshallah, I'm going to help a lot of women. Inshallah, we're all going to survive it, no matter what.
From a broken place, you have become a light.
Inshallah.
From a broken place, a dark place, you have risen to become a light.
Inshallah. Actually, I was called useless. And I said, at least I can be used as a bad example.
You see? I have a friend who says that as well. He said, my friend, you have to be an
But
example.
what I want to
even if
leave-
it's a bad example, it's still an example.
What I have to leave out there is, no matter who you are, don't ever underrate yourself. My main problem was I was underrating myself. I had some girls on Facebook. You said, you don't get insult. Me, the way people insult me. Husband snatcher. You think you are beautiful, you can come and snatch our husbands. Yes, they were calling me that. Who is Jado? Jado doesn't have a degree. Who is she? Everything is Jado, Jado. I said, look, Jado doesn't have a degree, but I am a good person. But I will not prove myself or force myself for you to know that I'm a good person. I'm out here to change the Zango, and we are here. We are all Zango people. We are not going anywhere. So far as we are here, Zango is going to change. We are going to empower more women, not to let them feel that marriage is bad or for them to treat their husband bad or something. So Alhamdulillah, Jado is going international.
Ami. Inshallah. My time is up, but 30 seconds. What have you got to say to the young Muslim woman watching you?
She should just be herself. She should. The world is a bigger stage, ready to see what we are all made of. I started writing about how we changed because I changed about 14 times on my married day, and I could afford it. But I realized the young girl that is watching me also want to follow suit. Can she afford it? No. Must she go and borrow? No. Must she credit it? No. Must she go so somebody will come and embarrass her after the wedding? Is she doing it because she wants to do it, or she wants to do it because society has set a standard?
Right.
We need to change our own story. We need to be women of purpose.
Right.
Because we have greatness in us.
Thank you very much. Hajazalia too. Your final words.
Yeah, she said it all. She didn't leave some for me. But yeah, like she said, you are your own obstacle. Yeah, there are obstacles in our way, but if you decide to be part of that obstacle, then you're not going anywhere. So yeah, be you and go for it, no matter what.
Go for it. Yeah. Jado.
Okay, so what I have to leave out there with the Zongo women is there's a difference between this is my wife and I'm my wife be this.
Okay.
This is my wife and I'm my wife be this. So which one are you? I'll just leave it like this.
This is my wife.
And now my wife be this. Look, when you're a powerful woman and your husband wants to introduce you, come, this is my wife. But when he doesn't, now my wife be this. That will kill me. There's no respect. So, please, this is my wife. Don't be now my wife be this. No.
And that's it. I've been to that. Thank you so much. And I am really proud of you. So, Cheesy Pizza is one of us. Was it today they're giving us some pizzas to be given to you when you go enjoy it. Yes, then you can pass it on too. I said, thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. And I'm sure we'll meet again. Inshallah. You know, a year or two from now, we'll see how far.
2 years ago, we had this.
We had this, and then we'll have it again. I'm so proud of you, and I wish you all the best. And I'm sure young people watching you today, not just Muslims, but all the young people, and even grown women, much older than you, have really picked up something. God bless you.
God bless you.
May He give you the strength and the resources to continue.
Amen.
They are not bringing the resources. It's rather going to the men.
Yeah.
Now they have become champions of women empowerment.
You see, it will count. I'll be back with a bit of me. Life happens, and most of the time it happens when we least expect. But you know what? The best place to make a bold move or take a bold step is when your back is against the wall. You know, people, especially women, we pray and we wish, as for me, this can never happen to me. I mean, I pray that never happens to me. I mean, when it happens to me, I don't know what to do. Listen, we all wish for the best. We all pray for the good things, the evil thing that happened to us, that shouldn't happen to us. But every now and then, we must also sit and think and strategize and plan. Should it happen to me, what will I do? This is where we take inspiration from other people. People who speak their truth. People who have been to dark places and by the grace of God have come out. Even those who were not able to come out, we still learn from them. When you are down there, you need to raise your eyes and look up. Look around you to see the loophole. What can you hold on to stand? Even when your legs are shaking and you can't stand, find out how you can crawl. Bottom line, irrespective of what happens to you in life, you need to be able to raise your head. You need to be able to make something out of it. Don't let that pain go to waste. Let it be your power one way or the other. Let it be. Because you know what? Irrespective of what you think about yourself, there's somebody looking up to you. And you are either a good example or a bad example. No, you don't have to be in the limelight. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be somebody everybody knows. No. That simple woman selling watching or, a groundnut or whatever, roasted plantain. Somebody is looking at you. Don't kill yourself. If it's killing you, move. But if it's not killing you and you can work with it, do your best and leave the rest to God. Authentically be you. Why do you want to be like everybody when you can be unique? I remain the woman with super crazy faith in God. I am a daughter of God, daughter of Zion, who has grown to become a woman with such strong, super crazy faith in God. But there comes a time when I shake. There comes a time when I'm broken. There comes a time that I'm so scared. But I never forget that God is faithful. And He has given us wisdom. And we must always apply it. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now. Mwah!